Hello, my dear friend. It's time for us to start working. So, today we are going to work with some tests together. We are going to work with Movers test with the second book of them. So, I hope that you're ready. Yeah, it's time for you to do your homework. Let me tell you what you're going to need in order to do your homework, okay? But before it, let me ask you several questions. So, can you hear me well? I hope that you can because it's very important for you to hear me well and to see the screen quite well as everything is going to happen on it. Okay? So, this is Miss Martha speaking and I'm making this video on the 8th of August. It's Tuesday today, 2:30 and let me greet you. So, good afternoon. When are you doing this, your homework? Can you tell me, please, what day is it today? Okay? What time is it today? And what is the date? I want you to say it out loud. Yeah, because right now, when I'm making this video, is the 8th of August and it's afternoon. Wonderful time. The weather is quite good. It's not very hot, even though it's summer. The sky is overcasted, so it's really cloudy and I can't see the sun, but it's not windy. That is why it's quite warm for me, yeah, and I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts. I'm staying at my own place and I have a wonderful holiday and I'm going to make this video in order to help you to do your homework. So that's what I'm doing. What are you doing now? Obviously you're doing your homework, yeah, and I hope that you like it. I hope that it makes you feel I don't know, exciting because you have an opportunity to watch this video and somehow to communicate with me, to do your homework, and I'm going to help you with everything. So I think it's quite easy, and I think that it won't be uh, really exhausting for you. Okay, I hope so. So, today we're going to work with the test. So, you're going to need a pen or a pencil, and if you use a pencil, you may need an eraser. Also, you're going to need the book with the second part of the test. Here it is, Movers 2, yeah. We're going to work with the first test from the book with the reading and writing part, okay? So, we're going to skip listening part. We're not going to work with it right now, but we're going to go back to this part quite soon and we're going to work with all the reading and writing tasks that we can find over here. So let me find the first page. Yeah, the first page that we can find over here. It's now, yeah, now you can see it. As usually, we're going to read all of the tasks. I'm going to speak about something. I'm going to describe some of the details of the exercises. I'm going to help you to fulfill all of these exercises. And if you have questions, you can write them down in your notebook and ask me those questions during the lesson, okay? I think it's not that bad, is it? So let's start. This is test 1 of the second Movers book, Reading and Writing, part 1, 6 questions. Let me read the task for you, but don't forget that each time I read something, you have to read it with me out loud, okay? So it's like making videos, like your homework, like we do during the lessons. We read everything together. You have to read everything out loud, not just think as if you read, but read it out loud. That's very important. Do it with me, okay? Look and read, choose the correct words and write them on the lines. There is one example. On the second page, on the next page, it's not the second page, but that is 11th page, you will be able to find all of the sentences that describe some of these words. So let's read them. A bank, a zoo, stairs, basement. Yes, something that we can find uh, on the very bottom of the house, under the first floor, a lift, a library, a cinema, wonderful place where you can go watch a film, and a balcony. By the way, do you have a balcony in your flat or in the house? I have several balconies in the house where my parents live, but unfortunately I don't have any balconies over here where I live right now in the flat. So there are no balconies in the flat where I'm right now. But still, there can be a balcony in your flat or a house. So let's go on and read it. read the exercise, page 11. Example. So, what does it say? This place has a lot of money in it. Of course it is a bank. This can take you to the top floor quickly. What is it? It is a lift, of course. Write it down. This can take you to the top floor quickly, very quickly, because if you go upstairs, it won't be quick, yeah? So it's not about stairs. This is about lift. This room is under a house. What room is under the house? It is a basement. Let's Google and see what types of basement we can find, okay? If I Google this in order to find a picture, I'll get this. So basements are usually not really beautiful. Yeah, they look terrifying, ugly, but some of the basements can be really nice with televisions and like a living room or a game room. So these are different types of the basement. And here in the test we can see a picture, then the word. So we are going to use it. Yeah, number 2 is a basement, obviously. Write it down. You can walk up or down these. Can you guess what it is all about? The stairs, of course, the stairs. You can go and see a film here. Obviously, it is a cinema. Write it down. Cinema, yeah? A lift, a basement, stairs, cinema. Number 5. Let's read it. You can read books in this place, but you can't buy them. So obviously it's not a bookshop, it is a library. Yeah, you can find this word over here, library. Write it down. Number 5 is a library. You can go and see a lot of animals here. What place is it? Can you guess? And this one is also very easy. It is a zoo. You can see a lot of animals in the zoo. And I really have a feeling that I have worked with this test already, but still, let's go on. Oh, what a wonderful picture. It looks nice, doesn't it? So, this is a picture with a lot of different details. In the picture, we can see 3 monsters. I can see that one of the monsters is sleeping on the sofa. Also, there is a girl with a watermelon in her hand. She's eating a slice of watermelon. She's reading a book. This room looks like a living room, yeah? It's not a bedroom because there are no beds. It's not a kitchen, obviously, even though the girl is eating here. And because of these monsters, this room looks really terrifying, yeah? Scary, isn't it? Because can you just imagine that you spend your time in the living room with your brother, with your friend, and there are some monsters in the room? Oh, I really hate it. I would never like to 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 appear in such a room, you know. But this room looks lovely, really. The walls are yellow. There is a carpet on the floor, a coffee table with a book on it. There is a fireplace and a vase with flowers on it. There is a picture on the wall and 2 bookcases. So it looks like a home library. Do you have a library at home, or maybe some bookcases filled with books? I have a library in my house. There are so many books, different books, Russian books, English books. My parents really possess all of those books, but I can borrow them whenever I want and take them home and read them, as many books as I like, and it's very, very good. You know, it makes me very happy. So let's now read all these sentences. What do we have to do? Yeah, don't forget about the task. Look and read, write yes or no. So there will be several sentences, 6 sentences, 6 questions, and we'll have to decide whether those sentences are correct or not. So let's read the examples. There are 2 children in the picture. Yes, there are, a girl and a boy. The boy is eating. No, he's not eating. What is he doing? He seems to be writing in the book or in the notebook. Maybe he's doing his homework. Maybe he's just making notes. He's writing something in the book. He's sitting on the chair. He's sitting at the desk, and we can't see his face. Can we? Yeah, we can only see his back. Let's now read all of these sentences together, and let's guess whether they are correct or not. There is a monster in the smaller bookcase. So look, there is a bigger bookcase, and a smaller bookcase. So the monster is in the smaller bookcase. So the answer is yes. Yes, there is a monster in the smaller bookcase. Number 2. The girl is eating a sandwich and writing in her book. Of course not. She's reading a book and she's not eating a sandwich. She's eating a slice of watermelon. The second sentence is also incorrect. What do you have to write here? Of course not. No, she's not eating a sandwich. She's not writing in her book. But the boy is writing in his book, isn't he? Number 3. Two monsters are sleeping next to the sofa. Oh no, one monster is sleeping on the sofa and one monster is pretty awake even though he's next to the sofa. Yeah, he's on the carpet. This monster is next to the sofa. This monster is on the sofa. This monster is sleeping. This monster is awake. He's just sitting under the coffee table on the carpet and he looks crazy. Look at him. His eyes are open wide, he has a funny nose, he's smiling, he's very thin, unbelievably thin, and he's only wearing something like shorts or a skirt, I can't even guess. His hair is curly, his ears are so big, and his arms, oh, they're really long. And his feet have only 3 toes on each of them. How terrifying. What are those monsters doing in the room with children, I guess? I have no idea. But still, this sentence is also incorrect. Write it down. No. No, no, no. Two monsters are not sleeping next to the sofa. Let's go on. One monster is taking off its shoes. And as far as I remember, this statement is correct because there are 3 monsters and one of them, the monster in the smaller bookcase, is taking off his or her shoes. Yeah, can you see one shoe is falling down? So this monster is taking off its shoes. Next one. So number 4 is yes. Yeah, it is a correct sentence. Number 5. The boy sitting at the desk by the wall. What can I say? Yes, 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 of course. This boy is sitting at the desk next to the wall. And the last one. The thinnest monster has got curly hair. So there are 2 fat monsters. This one is the fattest, I suppose. And this is the thin monster. And it has got curly hair. Can't you see it? This monster has got curly hair. So yes, this sentence is correct. So there will be no. There is a monster in the smaller bookcase. Yes, the girl is eating a sandwich. No, 2 monsters are sleeping next to the sofa. No, the monster is taking off its shoes. Yes. The boy sitting at the desk by the wall. Yes. The thinnest monster has got curly hair. Yes. This is correct, and off we go. Oh, one of my favorite exercises, the dialogue. This is part 3. There will be 6 questions. What do you have to do? Read the text and choose the best answer. It's not really a text. It is a dialogue, yeah? There is a boy and a girl. I think her name is Jill. His name is Peter. And both of them are smiling and they're talking to each other. Let's now read their dialogue and let's find the correct answers, yeah? Correct sentences. So, my name's Jill. What's yours? Peter. Can you help me with these bags, please? Okay, yeah? He agrees to help her. He says, okay, I can help you. Of course I can. It's a great pleasure to be helpful. To be useful. Maybe that's what he was thinking about when he said it. Let me now open the second part of the exercise. I went shopping with Mummy. So, what do you have to think about when you read such a sentence? There will be a tag answer, yeah, with like a tag question. I went shopping with Mummy. Oh, did you? Because that was in the past, yeah, went shopping. Did you? Do you like shopping? Yes, I do. Do you like shopping? Yes, I do. What did you do this morning? What did you do? It's about the past. I played basketball. Yeah, because I don't play it every day. It's not about doing it every day. It's not about doing it right now because now he's not playing basketball. He's speaking to Jill, Peter. Yeah, Peter is speaking to Jill. But he played basketball this morning, didn't he? We have all of the answers, don't we? Let's go on. Let me open all the parts of this exercise and let's read it. I love basketball. Oh, do you love basketball, by the way? I don't like it. I mean, I'm so bad at sports, you know. So for me, basketball is not really good. I would never like to play it because I can't. I love basketball. Yes, it is a good game. This is the correct answer. Can I play with you? Yes, you can. As easy as this. Yes, you can. Can I play with you? Asks Jill. Yes, you can, says Peter. And off we go. The exercise is done. Now we're going to work with something else. Yeah, we're going to work with the next part, part 4. What do we have to do here? There will be 7 questions and there will be a text. And we have some words that we can use in order to fulfill the gaps. Let's read the task first of all. Read the story, choose a word from the box, write the correct word next to numbers from 1 to 6. There is one example. And in the example, there was the word island was used. But as usually, before we start working with the text, we have to read all of the words as we are going to use these words in order to fulfill the text. So be very careful. And please don't forget about the 7th question, okay? You have to choose the best answer for the text. You always have to remember about it. It's very important, okay? Make no mistake. If you forget about it, you'll lose a point in the exam. It's very important. You don't have to want to lose points. You don't want to lose them, I'm sure. So, let's read these words. Island, parrot, rained. It rained all day. When did it rain? Let me think. Last Thursday. Yeah, it rained last week because yesterday the weather was very hot and sunny. It didn't rain yesterday, but it rained all day last week. On Thursday, I suppose. Sunny, plants. Oh, my mother adores plants and I hate them. My mother has a whole garden of the plants. Trees and flowers and bushes and something else. A lot of grass, some plants and whatever she can grow in her garden. And in the whole house, there are so many plants that I just can't stand it. You know, it takes so much time to water all of them and to take care of all of them. But there is something good in it. My mother has a lot of berries, cucumbers, and tomatoes that she grows herself. So that's quite good because she shares those vegetables and berries with me. Even apples. Yeah, she has some apples in her garden. But okay, let's go on. Waved. Yeah, the boy waved his hand. Truck, camera, afraid. Like, what are you really afraid of? I'm afraid of a lot of things. I'm really afraid of sharks. I'm afraid of darkness. I'm afraid of insects. I'm not afraid of spiders, though. I'm afraid of snakes. Have I said it already? I don't really remember, but still, I'm really afraid of snakes. I'm terrified of them. I'm afraid of touching something like dirt. I hate it, you know, because when you touch dirt, it feels disgusting, doesn't it? And so many more things. I can't really recall them right now, but still. What about you? What are you afraid of? By the way, can you take a pen and write some things in your notebook? What are you afraid of? Yeah? I am afraid of. Write down, please, 5 examples, yeah? Of snakes, of darkness, of sharks, of being in jungles alone. What other things can you be afraid of? Just write them down. Your variants in the notebook, yeah? Of the deep water, of being alone at the house, of course. What else can you be afraid of? Of having a lot of homework, by the way. People can be afraid of this. A lot of homework, yeah? Just like this. So please, stop this video, take a notebook, take a pen, and write down 5 examples of this particular sentence. Write down 5 examples of the things that you are afraid of, okay? Do it right now, and then just come back and let's finish the homework. That's very important because during the lesson I'll ask you to open your notebooks and to show me what you've written down, okay? I'm afraid of different things, sharks. Maybe you're afraid of lions. Yeah, you can be afraid of being in the cage with lions and tigers, you know? Death end. This is the end of your life, I suppose, if you come to a cage with these terrifying animals. They're hunters. So write it down. I hope that you have finished it. If you need more time, just put this video, stop this video, yeah, make a pause, and off we go. Now, in order to fulfill the exercise, I'm going to write down these words over here, okay? Because I won't be able to open them many times. I'm going to write them down with me so I can see them. Plants, waved, truck, camera, afraid. Are these all of the words? Island was the example, we don't have to use it, do we? Parrots, so there are 9 words and there are 8 words over here because I haven't written down the example. I've deleted it, I don't need it. So let's go on, we have a lot of work to do. We are going to read this text right now together and we are going to fulfill it. So wait for a moment. I'm trying to open the text. I'll make it bigger. And let's start reading it, yeah? Let's start reading it and let's fulfill it with the words. Last week, we went on holiday to an island. In the morning, the weather was sunny and hot, and we went swimming in the sea. In the afternoons, we did something different because it often rained then, yeah? Am I right? In the morning, the weather was sunny, but in the afternoon, it rained then. One afternoon, we went up the river to the jungle on a boat. Yeah? Am I right? There were some very tall trees there. We could see that flew in the trees. Who flew in the trees? Obviously, these were parrots. And monkeys that climbed in them. I saw a long black snake under the leaves of some big plants. Because plants have leaves, don't they? When the snake moved, I was afraid, but it didn't come near us. I saw some bats that ate fruit too. I took lots of great photos with my camera. It was the best day of our holiday. But still, it sounds terrifying. That person went to the zoo in the afternoon when it rained, yeah? He saw some scary animals like snakes and bats. Also, he saw some parrots flying above. I don't know. Will I ever be really happy to go for a walk in the jungle? I don't think it's my cup of tea, you know. It's not something that makes me happy, but still. Now, it's time for us to read this text one more time again and fulfill it with the words. I'm going to put all of the words in the gaps. You have to read this text with me, okay? I really want you to read it out loud because when you read it out loud, you understand more things that you used to. Yeah, it will help you, I'm sure. Let's do it together. Last week, we went on holiday to an island. In the mornings, the weather was sunny and hot. Oh no, let me put it in the middle of the gap. Let me make now the word smaller, okay? And hot, and we went swimming in the sea. In the afternoons, we did something different because it often rained. Yep. Then, often one afternoon, we went up the river to the jungle on a boat. There were some very tall trees there. We could see parrots flying above. Oh no, just that flew in the trees. And monkeys that climb in them. I saw a long black snake under the leaves of some big plants. Long and black. Oh my gosh. The person was afraid too, but I'm afraid even just reading this text, you know? When the snake moved, I was afraid. But it didn't come near us. I saw some bats that ate fruit too. It took lots of great photos with my camera. I took lots of great photos with my camera. It was the best day of our holiday. So these are the answers. Please make sure you fulfill the text, you're reading them down. And don't forget about the seventh question, yeah? So we have to find out which is the best title, which is the best name for the story. Day at the zoo, day on the beach, day in the jungle. And I think that the answer is really obvious. Take a pen or a pencil and put a tick. The best name is The Day in the Jungle. Because this was a text about the jungle, wasn't it? So let's go on now. Let's go on. Wow, this is the most difficult part of the test, isn't it? But I think it's quite easy when we work together, when I help you to understand how to fulfill all of these sentences. You just have to be very attentive. You have to read the text with me. Maybe you have to reread it, read for several times on your own. And this will help you to understand all of the details of the text and the task. I'm so sorry. Just I'm trying to wake up properly. I woke up like a couple of hours ago. I drank my coffee and I still feel sleepy, and I'm so sorry for that, okay? So this is part 5. There will be 10 questions. Let's read the task as usually. Look at the pictures and read the story. Write words to complete the sentences about the story. You can use 1, 2, or 3 words, yeah? No more. And you can't leave the gap empty, okay? Don't forget about it. Now let's read the name of the text. What is the title? Fred and the Party. So I think that Fred is a boy and he's going to have something like a birthday party, or maybe not, maybe a costume party. There can be different kinds of parties, really. Christmas parties, just parties when friends make out together, yeah? Parties for graduation from school, or I don't know, you can just have a lemon party. You can collect all of your friends and drink lemon juice and nothing else. You can make a green party when everybody wears green and you eat only green food. So many different possibilities, yeah? So it's up to your imagination. Now let's look at this picture. In the picture, I can see a family and everybody's in the kitchen. Mom is standing next to the fridge and she's looking at something in the fridge. I can see some eggs and I don't know what it is. Some bread or a piece of cheese or maybe a can of milk. I have no idea, but still. There also I can see Dad. The man is standing and putting on his jacket. He's looking at his sons, I suppose. I can be mistaken, because I haven't yet read the text, but still I think that these are the man's son and he's looking at them and smiling. The two boys are eating their breakfast, obviously. Why do I think they're having breakfast, not lunch, dinner, or supper? Just because the man is putting on his clothes, everybody looks fresh, and it makes me believe that everything is happening in the morning. There are two boys. This one seems to be the smaller boy, and this one is the elder. So, what do they have there on the table? I think there is milk in the jar, some jam, butter, bread, 2 oranges, and something else. So, what are they eating? I have no idea. But if there is milk, they can be eating cereal, by the way. So, let's go on to the exercise. There will be three sentences. Let me make them bigger, okay? Let me really make them bigger. And now let's read the test. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. What's wrong with my tongue? Let's read the text and fulfill everything that we have. So, it was a very sunny morning on Friday. I was right. It was in the morning. On Friday, Fred got up, had breakfast with his brother, and then read his new comic and looked at all the pictures in it. Then he put his books and pens in his school bag and said goodbye to his family. He rode his bike to school and put it next to the long wall there. All his friends' bikes were there too. So, let's read the examples. On Friday, the weather was very sunny. Fred ate with his brother that morning. After breakfast, Fred looked at the pictures in his new comics. Yeah? Fred carried his to school in his school bag. What did he carry? His books and pens. They were in the school bag. Okay, and the last one. Fred went to school by bike, of course. Now you have to take a pen and write all of the answers here, yeah? His new comic. See, I'm so sorry. Let me make the words smaller. Carried his books and pens. So here we are. Fred went to school by bike. He was a small boy. What else could he use for going to school? He could go there by foot. He could go there by bus. Maybe his father could drive him there. But still, here is our text and here are our answers. Yeah, make sure I've written them down. 1 second, please. I want to make sure that I have. I'm making this video. I'm just a little bit worried about that. No. The video is being made. Everything is okay. And let's go on. What's happening? We are going to work with the second part of the exercise. So here we can see Fred at school, sitting at the desk. His jacket is on the chair. We can see his big bag. It's really unbelievably big. There are 2 books on the table. What is Jack doing? He's thinking about something. Look at his facial expression. He's thinking about something. And in the window, something weird is happening. There is a man playing the guitar. There are 2 clowns dancing and some children looking at everything that is happening. I don't know why, but it's so funny and just really strange, even crazy. Don't you think so? Why is Fred sitting at the desk and always his classmates? I don't know. Do you? So, now we have to read the second part of the text and fulfill the gaps in the following 3 sentences, okay? Fred went to his classroom and sat down. He put his school books on the desk and took off his jacket because it was hot in the room. The room was very quiet because the teacher wasn't there. No children were there, only Fred. Then he looked out of the window. He saw lots of people outside on the grass. So here's the thing. Fred came to school in the morning on Friday. He rode there by bike. He went to the classroom. He got ready. He took off his jacket. He put his bag on the floor. He took some of the books and he got ready for the lesson. He prepared to study. And then he realized it was so quiet because nobody was in the class. There were no children. The teacher wasn't there. Why? Can you explain it? It's so strange. Where was everybody? I don't know, but still. So now we have to read the sentences and fulfill them. Let's do it. Fred put when he sat down, what did his school books on the desk. Fred put his school books on the desk when he sat down. Fred didn't want to hear his because it was didn't want to wear. I'm so sorry. Fred didn't want to wear his jacket because it was hot in the classroom. And the last one, outside the window there were lots of people. So let's fulfill the sentence. Fred put his school books on the desk. Fred didn't want to wear his jacket because it was very hot. Outside the window there were lots of people on the grass. So here we can see the answers. Please write them down in your own test book or papers. And let's go on. I'm getting tired. Are you? Wow, now we can see the picture. Now we can see what's happening in the garden better. There are clowns dancing. Why are they sitting on the grass, by the way? Why are there no chairs or no carpets, no blankets, nothing? Their trousers can get dirty, by the way. But still, let's read the last part of the text and let's just do it. Let's fulfill everything. Let's go have some free time. I would really like to drink some coffee afterwards, by the way. What are you going to do when you finish your homework? Maybe I'm going outside. I need to do some shopping and I have to take something from Wildberries. I've ordered some things like food and beads, and I don't really remember what else. Maybe some makeup. I have a lot of things over there. I have to take all of them. Oh, I've ordered some sauce. I still remember this one. So let's read this last part of the text, okay? Let's do it together. Don't forget to read with me, okay? Fred saw his teacher there with the guitar. So there was the teacher playing the guitar. All his friends were there too. In front of them, there were two clowns. The first clown threw a tomato and it went to the second clown's mouth. Can you imagine? All the children laughed. Ha ha ha. Fred thought, oh yes, it's our last day of school today. It's the school party today, not lessons. Then he ran outside and sat down with his friends. So that was the thing. That kind of party it was. It was a party due to the end of the year, due to the last school day. Fantastic. And that was a party with the teacher playing his guitar and clowns dancing and throwing tomatoes in each other's mouth. Oh, strange. But okay. Let's now do the work. His teacher had a guitar. Fred's teacher, yeah? All the children were in front of two clowns were in front of the children. The children laughed when went in tomato. Where is this word? When a tomato went in the clown's mouth. And the last one, the children had because it was their the party. The children had a party. The school party. Now, let's write all these words down. His teacher, or Fred's teacher, had a guitar. Two clowns were in front of all the children. The children laughed when a tomato went in the clown's mouth. The children had the school party because it was their last school day. So we have finished the most difficult exercise, and this is wonderful, isn't it? Write all of these words down. Let's go. There is one more task to work with, okay? The moon. Part 6. There will be 5 questions. Read the text, choose the right words, and write them on the lines. Here we'll see the options, the variants that we are going to use in order to fulfill the text. Now let's read it, okay? The moon is beautiful at night. Sometimes the moon looks big and round above us, but often it is smaller and thinner, like a banana. A lot of children want to go there, but they can't. Yeah? They can't go there to the moon because in the spaceship, and you have to be ready. You have to be a real astronaut to get to the moon. It isn't a very good place. A very good place. It's sometimes very cold. We have to finish reading. And sometimes very hot. And sometimes very hot. There is no grass and there isn't any food. There are no animals and no people on the moon. So, if you have a dream to go to the moon, you better forget about this because it's so complicated and I'm not sure that it is worth it. But still, the moon is beautiful at night. Sometimes the moon looks big and round above us, but often it is smaller and thinner, like a banana. A lot of children want to go there, but they can't. Yeah, don't forget the apostrophe is above the letter, but I can't put it properly. It isn't a very good place. It's sometimes very cold and sometimes very hot. There is no grass and there isn't any food. There are no animals and no people there. So, do you really want to go there? Think about it, okay? And that's it. The work is done. The homework is done. I'm so excited because we can just finish it. Yeah, there will be uh, the work that we are going to do later. We can say goodbye to each other. I'm very proud of you and I'm very satisfied with the fact that you worked with me. I'm very grateful. So thank you for your work. If you want to or if you have to, you can watch this video one more time again and make sure that you have made no mistakes in your work, okay? Be very patient, work well, and remember that I love you very much. So thank you and bye.